All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to quickly go through Lesson 18, Session 2. Our writing targets are to write multi-step equations to represent problems, and to solve multi-step equations, and to compare different ways of solving them. I did go through this question in both classes on Friday, and I will quickly go through it for those of you who need a refresher, or for those of you who weren't there on Friday. Noah designs a set for a school theater production. He has 150 cardboard bricks. He uses some of the bricks to make a chimney. To make an arch, he needs to use 4 times as many bricks as he uses for the chimney. He also saves 15 bricks in case some get crushed. How many cardboard bricks can he use to make the arch? So one way to solve this is reasoning arithmetically. So he has 150 bricks, he's saving 15, so he subtracts 15 from that, puts them off to the side, and then for every brick in the chimney, he needs 4 bricks in the arch, which means that he technically needs 5 bricks to make both. So we take 135 divided by 5 and get 27. So now that we know 27 is how many bricks he uses to make the chimney, and then he wants to use 4 times as many bricks in the arch. So we take 4 times 27 equals 108 bricks. He can also so let's look at another way to solve this. This is more like what I want you to do. I want you to learn how to make equations. So we know, again, he has 150 bricks and he wants to save 15. So he has 150, take away 15 that he saves. That's a total of 135 bricks he's going to use to make the 2 structures. We're going to let x equal the number of bricks he uses to make the chimney. And up here it says he uses 4 times as many for the arch. So 4x is the number of bricks to make the arch. So we get x plus 4x equals 135. We're going to combine like terms. 1x plus 4x's is 5x's. And that's equal to 135. To get x by itself, we need to get rid of the 5 because they're being multiplied. That means we divide both sides by 5. So 5x divided by 5 is x, and 135 divided by 5 is 27. And again, this is the total just for the chimney. We know that the arch takes 4 times as many, so we take the 4 times 27, and we get that it's 108. So Noah can use 108 bricks to make the arch. Here is a bar model to show you a visual representation of what I just talked about. We have our x, which is the number of bricks for the chimney. We have our 4x, which is the number of bricks for the arch, and we have the 15 that we're saving. So the total is 150. So we use the model to write an equation. X plus 4x plus 15 equals 150. Combine like terms, and we get 5x plus 15 equals 150. Okay, you can start solving the equation by isolating the x term. Right here, we're going to subtract 15 from both sides to get rid of it, and we get 5x equals 135. Okay, another way that they did this is by dividing both sides by the same value. When I divide a grouping like this, I have to divide, if I'm dividing this side, I can't just divide one thing. That doesn't make it balanced. So what I have to do is I have to divide each term by 5. So I get 5x plus 15 divided by 5 equals 150 divided by 5. And like I said, we're dividing each term in the parentheses by 5. So 5x divided by 5 gives us x, and 15 divided by 5 gives us 3. So x plus 3 equals 30. And then if we wanted to finish and solve it, we'd subtract 3 from each side and get 27. So it says, look at the second model. Why do you subtract 15 from both sides? And what do you need to do next to find the value of x? So subtracting 15 from both sides gets the 5x term by itself. So then you need to divide both sides by 5. And part B, it says, look at the third modelet. Why do you divide all of the terms by 5? And I kind of said that. We need to do it to keep the equation balanced. We're going to skip number 2, and we're going to skip number 3. We're going to move on to number 4 on page 378. I put the solution down here if you wanted to look and just check and see if you got it right. Okay, so this one it took me a while to get this slide together because I was trying to use animations to show you how to do the work. So we're going to rewrite the question. Okay, we need to isolate this term, but it's a negative. So if I have a negative variable, I can add it to the other side to make it positive, right? Because if I add here, these cancel and I'm adding to this side. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to have our equal sign, and we're going to add 1/4 y, and we add 1/4 y. When we do that, we did it to both sides of the equal sign. When we do that, the 1/4 y, the negative 1/4 y, and the positive 1/4 y cancel out. They become 0. And we're left with 1/4 y, and I'm just bringing down this subtracting 21. So 1/4 y take away 21 equals 6. We're just bringing that 6 down. Our next step is to get the 1/4 y term by itself. So I'm going to add 21 to both sides. When I add 21 to both sides, the negative 21 plus 21 cancels out. Okay, and then I bring my 1/4 y down, and I add 6 plus 21 to get 24. Right now I'm multiplying 1/4 y to 1/4 to y. So the opposite, it's like dividing, but I talked about how when we're multiplying by a fraction, we take that fraction's reciprocal and we multiply it. And that's going to cancel out and give us a 1. So this cancels, and we get that y equals 108. Interesting, same answer as the last one. Okay, a rectangular garden sits next to a house. There is fencing on 3 sides of the garden, and the 4th side is the house. So there is a total, that means that's going to equal, okay, so there is a total of 21.5 meters of fencing around the garden. So all 3 sides make that 21.5 meters. Tells us the length of the garden along the house is 9 meters. So we have this length is 9 meters. It's along the house. We're not going to add that, but that also tells us that we have this length right here, which is 9 meters. So with our fence, which equation can be used to find the width of the garden? So we have W plus 9 plus W. 3 sides. W plus 9 plus W. So W plus W is 2W plus our 9, and that has to equal the 21.5. So it's A. The total cost of a sketch pad and 6 pencils is $22.53. The sketch pad costs $9.99. Each pencil costs the same amount. How much does each pencil cost? So our total is $22.53, so that's going to be our equals. We're going to add $9.99 on the other side, and we're going to have 6 times a variable. So we let P equal the cost of each pencil. So we get 6 pencils plus the sketch pad equals the total. So right here we're taking $9.99 and we're subtracting $9.99 from both sides, and we get 6P equals $12.54. To find the price of 1 pencil, we divide both sides by 6 to get that to cancel out to be a 1. And we divide this side by 6 to keep it balanced. So we find out that these are expensive pencils. They cost $2.09 each. So each pencil costs $2.09. Okay, so I hope you got this in your notes. I'll be checking it when I get back. I hope this was helpful. I know period 1 got a little bit farther than period 2 on Friday. I miss you guys.